Let's get into these brows, shall we? Today I'm gonna do an eyebrow tutorial. And one brow is going to be Drugstore and the other one's gonna be high end. So the Drugstore eyebrow, I'm gonna be using this mechanical eyebrow pencil by Kana Cosmetics. One side is the spoolie, and then the other side is the actual eyebrow pencil. Okay, and then for concealer, which I'm gonna use to like clean up the brow, make it look fresh, is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This color is Creamy Beige. Everybody and their mom knows about this. You can get this at oops, sorry, I had it upside down. You can get this at your local beauty supply. You can get it at Ulta. You can get it, I don't know if Walgreens has it, but I do know you can get it from the beauty supply. This is around $3 and this one is like $2. And then for my high-end brow, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow with the brush that usually comes with it. There's a smaller one and the bigger one. This one is the number 20, which is the larger brush. Has a spoolie on one side and it has a flat brush on this side. And my brush is dirty because I use it all the time. And I have this Juvia's Place concealer. I don't know the entire name for the concealer. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's the Juvia's Place concealer. My concealer is in the number 18. Here we go. And then both eyebrows, both sides of my eyebrow, I'm going to blend out with a crown brush, you guys. Who uses crown brush anymore? Me, I do. This is a really old brush, but I still like it. This is the Crown Brush C455, and that's what I'm gonna blend out my concealer with. Oh, and for my Juvia's Place concealer, the brush I'm gonna use came in the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and I'm just gonna use the flat side. I don't know what the name of this brush is, but it came in the Naked 3 palette, which is like a rosy color. And so blase, blase, blase. My eyebrows, honey, have not been done. And they look super crazy. Anywho, so for my eyebrows, whenever I'm getting ready to do them and they're not touched up, I just take this handy dandy little eyebrow razor and I just clean them up, girl. Clean them up like so, because you still want it to be a smooth application. So just clean up your brows however you do that. I don't get my brows, the last time I got my brows waxed, no lie, was in like high school, and then I started to tweeze them, but then I noticed that whenever I would tweeze my eyebrows, they wouldn't grow back, and that just wasn't the look I was going for. And I have a lot of eyebrow hairs, if you can't tell. It's falling all over my face. My eyebrows, they both grow very differently. The shapes are really different. The shapes of my eyebrows are super different, and that I'm completely fine with, because your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters and not twins or whatever. The easiest and fastest way to do my brows is with a mechanical pencil, whether it's high-end or drugstore. So this is what I use on an everyday basis. The Anastasia Beverly Hills is what I use on a day when I have a lot more time to apply makeup, or to apply brows. If I'm on my way to work or getting ready to go to work, I'm not using this because it's just an entire situation and it's gonna take forever. So I'm just going to look in this mirror here. I brush my brows up, or up in the direction where they're growing. And if you like, you can see that like my brows haven't been trimmed in forever, but that's fine with me. So I brush my brows up, and then I go in with my mechanical pencil. So I start in the middle here with light strokes. And then work my way to the front of the brow. At the bottom, I start in the middle of the brow at the very bottom. And then I work my way to the front of the brow. And then I go and trace my tail. And then after I'm done establishing where my tail is, I connect the top portion of the brow to the tail, and then light strokes, I go to the middle of the top of the brow and work my way to the front, creating an outline. Can you see that? Just creating an outline, and then I'm gonna go in with the pencil and just fill in the sparse areas. Once you get towards the front, I like to stop like right here in this little gap, because I can take my spoolie and bring the rest of the product up to the front. Okay. So that's it for filling it in. That's literally it. Okay, so I just take my little spoolie and brush my brows up. Just like this. And then towards the front, if you feel like it's not filled in, you're going to take your spoolie, go into the middle of the brow, like right here where there's product, and then pull it to the front like this. And then it'll start to give you some brow coverage right here. And then just continue brushing up. You want your brows to look uniformed. Okay, brush the hairs up, and those stray hairs that are sticking up like that, that's perfect. What you're gonna wanna do is take your spoolie and lightly brush the top of that brow and lay those hairs down. That way your brow looks fuller and it looks like it actually has hairs instead of product. Does that make sense? Done, sis. Done. How long was that? 30 seconds? Okay. So now, here's the fun part. This LA Girl Pro Concealer, everyone uses this. I'm pretty sure you've seen this in like 100,000 videos. But it's literally so easy. You squeeze it. It already has the brush on here. It has the brush on there. The product, you just squeeze it out onto the brush. And then I start at the bottom middle of my brow, and then I carve out the tail, work my way to the front, and then the same with the top. So here, I'll show you. I carve out the middle first, establishing my tail. And I extend that concealer out so I can know where my tail is gonna be. Then I work my way to the front. And I literally just create an outline. That's it. So now I'm gonna finish my tail from the top. And I'm literally going right above where my product is, which my product is already going in the shape of my natural brow hairs. Does that make sense? So I'm literally making the exact same shape of the way my brows actually grow. So, I just drag the concealer above the brow hairs. Crown brush. Okay, and then I just drag the concealer down first. Try not to touch that line under there. And then I start to sweep it so that it doesn't have a harsh line here, a transition line here. And this is the brow look that I like, but a lot of people like to use at the top. A lot of people like to use a concealer that's closer to their skin tone. Not me, honey. I like the halo. Halo is what I shall serve. And to me, the concealer makes your brows look as if they have been freshly done, freshly waxed, freshly threaded, whatever. Okay? That looks really good in the camera. Brows really frame your face. Big difference there. Okay. So, Drugstore on this side. Now let's open up this Anastasia, honey. Let's work with the Anastasia next. My routine or my strategy, my way of doing my brows is the exact same way as with the pencil, is just using an actual dip. So I'm taking the spoolie and I am brushing my brows all the way up. And this brow doesn't have as much of a tail as this brow. But that's okay because we're going to make one. So I will say that I will give a disclaimer that this Anastasia dip brow, if you've never used it before, a little bit of product goes a very long way. So I'm just gonna dip in and grab some product, and I am going to start the exact same way. I'm gonna start in the middle of the bottom of my brow, light strokes. Oh my gosh, I literally use the lightest stroke, and do you see how much product that is? Like how dark it looks? Okay. Can you tell how dark that is compared to this one? And that is how it goes. So the lightest of lightest strokes towards the front. And in my back, establishing my tail here. Okay. Basically an outline of my brow. And then I'm going to fill in starting in the middle. Notice I did not dip back into this pot because if I do, the brow is going to be so dark and so strong, it's going to be so offensive. So I just literally outline, and then with whatever's left on my brush, I fill in. And I use light strokes. And then in the front, I turn my brush in an angle like this to make it mimic hairs. To make the product mimic hairs. And then when I get to the front, I just do like a complete 90-degree angle. Like that. And then I just am literally filling in and trying to blend out that harsh line of product. And just like that. I'm literally just blending at this point. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with my spoolie. And brush my hairs up. And get right in here until it looks a little sparse. Okay, and so now I'm just going to pull some of that product out of the middle of the brow towards the front. Not a lot because this stuff is strong. And then brush the brows up again to where you can see those hairs sticking out, and then you just literally drag your spoolie on top of where your lines are. Just like that. Okay. Done with that dip brow. See, it literally took one dip and it did my whole eyebrow from start to finish, honey. From start to finish. Okay. So I'm just gonna take this Juvia's Place concealer and put some on the back of my hand. You know, like how the makeup artists do, to warm that up. Okay, and going in with my Urban Decay brush. I don't even know if it's a concealer brush or not. I'm getting some concealer onto this brush so that I can clean up the bottom of this brow. Enough. And just a little bit more so that I can snatch the top of this brow, honey. Dip that in there. And then I'm gonna work my way from the middle to the tail again. Middle of the top of the brow to the tail. Following where the natural hair goes. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Ooh, this is a hard way to do it with you guys being able to see. Boom. Boom. Okay. Let me put this down because I'm not going to do anything else but blend out this concealer now because I was able to get it done. She is done. She is here. She's here. She's done. Okay. At this point, I'm just blending out that concealer, trying I'm trying really hard, you guys, not to touch any of the dark part of this brow. But keeping those lines sharp close to the brow and blended away from the brow onto the skin. Whatever I have left on my brush, I just blend it out in the middle so that I don't look like I have a unibrow. Even though the unibrow is definitely there, I just shaved it off, but whatever. Okay. Let me blend out this side a little bit more. Okay. So, these are the finished brows. I'm looking, and they both look pretty thick. This one is darker than this one, just a little bit, only because of the difference in products. But they look great. So at this point, you are ready to apply your eyes or your foundation or whatever, you know, order you do your makeup. But I hope this really helped you out. There was someone who requested this video and I want to give her a shout out. Let me find her name. Actually, I'm gonna put her name down right here. Thank you, girlfriend, for requesting this, and I'm so happy that I can show it to you, be of some assistance to you. And you guys, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment, talk to me. You know, let me know what you want to see. If there's anything specific you guys want to see, let me know. I am at your service. Thank you. And I will see you in the next video.